Hey guys, how you doing? Now, there seems to be a lot of, not controversy, but a lot of debate between which method's best to train dogs, positive only, or balance training, using corrections, using positive reinforcement, a bit back and forth. So I want to do a video demonstrating both. Now this video is not to attack certain methods, it's really to show you the simplicity of how to get results. Now I'm going to do my best initially to train Winston here. Winston's a Labrador, about 15 months old, fairly untrained, really hasn't done a lot at all. I'm going to do my best at the start to use what you would call probably classic positive only training. I'm going to use as little lead pressure as possible. I'm going to use my treats, and I'm going to do my absolute best to keep him focused on me. We're in what I'd call probably like a level 2 environment. It's, you know, we've got a bit of distraction. We might have a couple of dogs come down, might have people, I'm not too sure. Now, I know Winston will go, probably will go pretty good without distractions, like a lot of dogs. I'm always telling you guys this, that these videos you see with people using a lot of food and the dogs walking great, nearly every time have little to no distraction in the video. So the dogs look great, and that will work for most dogs, absolutely. But I think we'd agree that we need to be able to train our dogs in the real world, with people, with dogs, with bikes, with cars, with different things. So that's what we need focus from. So let's see how we go. Winston's got a bit of energy. Like any dog at the start of the walk, it's always a bit challenging. I'm going to start on a flat collar and a lead, and then in time, not sure how quick, to tell him how we go, I'm going to go to a slip lead. Now Winston's had done a little bit of halty training. He's not real fond of it, like a lot of dogs, that it can take time. So I don't want to use that today because that's another training session. Today we're really working on how quick we can get some engagement out of a dog using one method compared to another. So let's see how we go. Stay, stay. Okay, so we've got, okay. 3, stay. Good, okay. So this is Winston. So we're going to start the walk, and like I'd recommend anyone to start a walk, I will let him just go to the grass a little bit and do his thing. So we won't really start the training yet, we'll just let him relax a little. So let's come over to the grass. I don't think anyone should start a walk like this. Let your dog go to the toilet, eliminate, we call it, like go, you know, do its thing for a minute, just get a little bit of energy out, feel a bit of sniffing. So already we've got a couple of dogs coming behind here, which is going to be perfect. So we'll go to our training and we'll start. Now, again, I will do my best to use little to no lead pressure initially. So I'm going to get some focus out of Winston to start. And I've always said to you guys, I really feel the power of food doesn't cross the threshold of your front gate most of the time. In other words, it works at home, but it doesn't work in public. So I'm really going to do my best to use positive only. Winston, sit. Quick. So I'm really using no lead pressure here, trying to just keep him focused on me with these dogs coming. Good boy. Now Winston has a very high food drive, but we're seeing with these dogs coming around, where are they gone? Well, they were coming. There they are. Good boy. Now, you can see there, if anything, he's actually trying to get the food out of his way. It's not working, okay? I'm really trying to use the food. I'm doing my best. Now, again, under the rules, what I would say of positive only, I'm really not allowed to correct him here. I'm not allowed to pull the lead. I'm not a positive only trainer, call it qualified, whatever you want to say. So I really don't know the hard and fast rules, but I do know that it's meant to be little to no lead pressure and using food only. And it was quite interesting, you're watching the video, he was actually trying to get the food out of his face. Now this is a Labrador, we all know Labs, how much they love the food. Let's see if we can get him walking now and keep him, I'm gonna see if I can walk him past these dogs and keep him focused on me with this food, with no lead pressure. I don't like my chances. So this is trying to use food. This is a Labrador. Now I'm not meant to be using this lead pressure. This lady's been very tolerant with me. I'm sure they are. This one, I can't even keep this guy back with this food. He has no interest in this food at all. Okay, look, this is a good interaction. It's friendly, it's nice. But my point is, I couldn't even control this guy, and he's a lab. This food has little to no effect on this dog at all. This is a good interaction, don't get me wrong. But if I had to, let's say these dogs were nervous and I had to stop that interaction. I can't stop it. I can't. The lead's not working at all. So I've already demonstrated that within a couple of minutes with this lead that in my opinion, this method really had no effect at all. So I could do this for probably another 10 minutes and Winston's going to pull me towards these dogs. You can see here like, Winston, 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 Winston. Oh, we got one. Good boy. Good boy. Let's try again. Winston, 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 Winston. Oh, good boy. Oh, we got one. Got to work hard for it. Winston, Winston, come here, buddy. Good boy. Oh, we're getting a little bit coming back to me, okay? But we've still got a dog that is doing what it wants when it wants. And that's working well because we've got friendly dogs. But if these dogs were anxious, nervous, reactive, what do you want to call it, that would be a very different interaction. Like I said, you'll get results according to your environment. That's a pretty easy interaction. That could have been a lot harder and I would have had to avoid and go away. So I really had not very much control at all. So I couldn't keep him control me. So what we're going to try now is we're going to go to a slip lead. Now, the reason he also come back to me then is he had his meeting. For those of you who know dogs, they want that first initial meeting and then you can generally get them back. If I tried to call him back there before he met those dogs, he wouldn't have come back to me. But because he'd met them, he was happy to come back because he got that first interaction out of him, out of his system. So let's go to a slip lead now and let's see how we go. Now, the old controversial slip lead, where I'm going to have to correct the dog and I'm going to be horribly cruel. Well, no, I'm not, but a lot of people do. Do you know why a lot of people think these are cruel? Because they don't know how to use them. So I'm going to give you guys a quick lesson. I'm going to put this high up under the ears, nice and high. Firm, but I can get my hand under there, okay? It's still loose, he can breathe fine, my hand's under there, but it's going to stay in position. This is what we want. Now, the key for your slip lead, it's all about pressure and release. So when I go to walk, I'm going to get him on my page, get engagement by basically letting Winston go. I'm just going to come to a stop. He's going to go to the end and we're going to repeat that. So just watch me go from here. So we're going to walk off. Tiny. I'm just going to come back. I'm going to reset. Let's go again. I'm going to let him walk off. I've got 2 fingers in the lead. I'm not giving any commands yet. I'm just trying to create some engagement. Back we go. Little pop of the lead. Oh, yes, good boy. Good dog. And now we're starting to get a little bit of engagement. We're going to do a few direction changes on the walk. Come back the other way. Let's go quick.
Want another one? We got one.
Everyone's offering me to train their dogs. Okay, so what we're doing here is just trying to create that engagement. Yes, good boy. Now if you want to reward that turn, the person filming is the owner of this dog. So this is a big challenge. Here's a good one, a skateboard. Sit. Good boy. So let's go again. So we're trying to go. Yes, good boy. Now again, you can go food there. I don't feel you need to. I'm getting some engagement. Now to improve that engagement, I work on changing my pace. Whoop, he's lost it, so I come back. You would hear the term a lot of trainers use, I say it as desire and consequence. Dogs have a desire to do a certain action, bark, jump, dig, pull, whatever. If the consequence doesn't outweigh that desire, it is often going to be nearly impossible to stop. If not, you won't stop it. It's going to be hard. The consequence for this pulling has to outweigh. So if I'm just nagging, I'm not going to get there. It's got to be just above. Desire is here, consequence here. It's not about hurting your dogs, making them yelp. I see some trainers online. I've heard one trainer say, if I don't get a yelp out of the dog, I'm not doing it hard enough. That was horrific. This is not what we're trying to do. We are just trying to create engagement. I need the dog to think twice about making a certain choice, which is pulling the lead, barking at a dog, doing what they want to do. That's all we're trying to do here. So let's do a little bit more, okay? I'm gonna walk, I'll go back this way. Let's go, buddy. Now I'm not even naming the position yet. Change direction. Good boy. Change direction. Quick, let's go, quick. Yes, good boy. Now if you're gonna use food there, yes, good boy, that's where you'd use it. But I just don't feel he needs it. Quick. Now again, I change pace. Turn. Quick. No. He's still focused on the camera. I need him realising when I turn. Yes, good boy. There we go. When I slow down. Sit. Good boy. That's not a sit, that's a lay down. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to get a working obedience champion. I want a dog under control. If I say sit and he lays down, could I sit him up? Yeah. Is it really worth the battle if I'm getting a calm dog? In this sense, for this training, not really. Let's keep going. Winston, let's go. So now we're going to go to one hand with the slip lead. By my side, shoulders back, nice and relaxed. When you feel your dog doing this, they drift off, you will either change direction, change pace, put him in a sit, do something to keep the walk interesting. So I'm walking along. He's drifting off a little bit there. Pop him back in. That's all the consequence I'm talking about. It's not about hurting the dog. If your dog turns into you, use your body pressure, your spatial pressure to drive him out of the way. You're in control of the walk. Randomly mix it up, do an about turn. Let's go, quick. Good boy. Let's go, quick. Good boy. We're getting to this loose lead. I don't mind you adding a little cue in there when I turn. We can use heel, we could use let's go, whatever I want. So as I turn, heel, quick. I can start naming the position, heel. Just teaching him to walk to my heel. Winston, sit. So you see when I stop there, I use his name, sit. I use his name, then sit. I use the word and then apparently some people don't like to say then they'll say no. It's going crazy with dog training. Winston's not going to hate me because I use the word no or It's okay. So let's name the position now. We get our lead set, loose lead, Winston, heel. Good boy. And I mark it. Every time he wanders out of this position, I call it a circle of error. No. I give a small correction. Because now he's in a formal position of heel. To teach this position, I need to reinforce it and teach him heel is this circle of error here. I call it a circle of error. Okay, my bubble. He's in a heel, he's not allowed to sniff. If you want to let your dog sniff from here, this is how I would do it with a dog learning. Winston, sit. Formally release your dog. Free, free. Free means he can go and sniff and do his thing. Then your dog understands, am I in a heel? Am I in a free position? They get it very clear. Dogs are very binary. They can, they can't. Black and white. Don't make it a grey area for dogs. So don't let them decide and wonder, one day it's this rule, next day it's another rule. Right now, he's in a free position, so he's allowed to be wandering. He's still not allowed to pull me around, but he's got to be free. We've got a nice temptation up there with the dog. I say we go up there and challenge ourselves a little bit, see how we go. Winston, sit. Name before command, get his attention. Reset my slip lead. High and firm. Now, my goal is to walk like this all the time, one hand on the lead. But you'll see me go back between two hands and one hand, depending on what I'm dealing with. Winston, heel. Up, back. Heel. Good boy. No, leave it. Leave it. Good boy. So adding a little leave it command is a good idea. So really trying to formalise his position now. Here's about now where he's getting a little bit distracted. I would put an about turn in. Heel. Just a little turn. Teach him when hey, let's go, leave it. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm not saying you can't get to this result in months and months of using other methods with using food, but I'm telling you it's going to be a lot harder struggle. See this? I need him paying attention. No, leave it. Okay, So he's getting pretty wound up now with focus, so I would slow the pace down. Winston, sit. Keep the walk interesting. Don't make it boring. Heel. Winston, sit. Short increments, short distances. This is a lot for him now. Winston, heel. We're trying to really formalise this position he's in. Heel. You can see him starting to get a bit challenged now. So see this here? He's gone back to here. What I would do this way is I'd let him have the lead. Hey, no. And then I come back to the short lead. See that? I let him wander. Consequence, desire. That. Consequence, desire. There was a dog over here, so we're going to finish the session with this dog over here. Remember that. Desire, consequence, whichever way you want to say it. If he starts to wander, watch what I do. I go from the one hand. I allow no more than this. Leave it. Heel is heel. It's not sniff, pee, anything. He's not in a free position. Heel. He's doing pretty good considering. There's a lot going on. So he's starting to get a bit distracted. Let him wander. Nope. And then reset. So you let him go, correct him back. Instead of nagging, there's no yelping going on. The dog's fine, he's still happy, despite what people think. So we've got a dog down here, nope. Dog down here in the water. There's a lot going on for this dog right now. So he's actually doing very good. Got dog just here. Hello. Hey. See. Look. That's very good. That's great. So we've got a little dog here. I'm going to use it as a training tool. Now Winston knows it's there. I'm going to almost set him up. He's going to go towards the dog. Leave it. No. Leave it. And we're going to do it again. Leave it. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. So this is a good threshold. We've got a dog here. We've got a dog here. One little correction. You saw him at the start. He'd be nagging there. He'd be trying to get him back with food. He wouldn't care. He hasn't met this dog and he wants to be there. There's a dog in the water playing over here. So I take him right to the edge. I'll make him watch the dog. Let's go. Quick. This is probably level 5 temptation, but I'm going to make him do it. Sit. Just letting him work and look at the world and deal with the dog. Leave it. Good boy. No. Good boy. See how quick I was onto him then? The second he jumped, back in position. Not 10 seconds later, once he's down there, straight back in position. And I'm telling you, food would not have got that dog back then. Good boy. Now, good tool to practice now. Watch this. I'm going to use my let's go command, like an informal follow me. So I'll go from here. Look at this dog. Winston, let's go. Oh, good boy. That's pretty good. Let's do it again. We'll come back. We'll do a couple of these to finish off. Sit. This is a good ending for his little walk. Winston, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. I was trying to get some engagement there with that let's go. No, leave it. This has still got a lot of training to do. But you can see by using some corrective measures, nothing harsh, I've got a dog looking at a number 1 temptation. Dog in the water, barking, playing, and him sitting watching. Now, I promise you this dog wants to be down there. You can see it in him, but I'm watching him. No, that's how quick you've got to be onto him. No, stay. No, I'm going to show you something now. Now watch this. If I was using food, look at this. Look at the food. That's a dog with extreme food drive. He's trying to get away from the food. What would I do now if that was my only tool, food? If I couldn't use a lead and I couldn't correct a dog, how am I going to stop this dog? I can't. Sit. I have to put my hands on this dog. Good boy. It's not a big deal. We need to understand dogs don't take it personal. We take it personal. It'd be different if I was correcting him now. That is going to confuse the dog. That is cruel. But I'm not. He's learning. No. He's learning. No. As long as he stays there, the lead is loose. Yes, this is challenging. Very challenging, but these are the moments we've got to work through with the dog. Good boy. We'll do a little bit longer, then we'll head off. Good boy. Now, I think he's pretty calm there. No, he spoke too soon. Watch this. I'm going to get him calm and see if I can even give him some food. I can't even give it to him. Pointless. My power of my food has not left the front door. That it shows you. Like I said, this video wasn't to attack that. It was to just show you that if that is my only method, with this dog, with this energy, high drive dog, I can't fix it. It's going to be very, very challenging. I would have to do what other trainers would tell you and be 100 meters away, and then each week work to 90 meters and 80 meters. And we don't have time for that. I don't know if you do, but I don't have time for that. And a lot of you don't have the money to pay a trainer to train you 6 months to get a look at a dog. Good boy. So that's pretty good. Let's head off. Let's go. Good boy. So now I'm going to let him in the, leave it. Let's go. I'm going to leave him in the free position, not a heel, but he's still got to try and walk with me best he can. Leave it. Only correcting him enough. Leave it. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Just enough to get him somewhat under control. I'm not expecting it. Leave it. No. Leave it. To be perfect. I'm really not. That's actually really good for this dog. Let's go, buddy. I'm just doing enough. Remember? I keep saying it. Desire, consequence. Got 2 more dogs down here. We'll get to finish with these dogs. And with this one, I think we'll just practice a walk by. I'm going to put Winston in a sit stay and let the dogs walk by. Or maybe we'll try a heel. Okay, let's put him back. Winston, heel. Quick, back here, buddy. Sit. We recorrect our lead. Get it up nice and high. See how we go. So we've got 1 dog coming by. We'll do a static one. Static is just staying there. You can put him in a down. I'll just do a sit stay and let this dog walk by. Remember how quick you've got to be onto your dog. You've got to watch him like a hawk. We'll walk by. So we'll formalise this again. He's pretty fired up now. We'll see how we go. Winston, heel. No, heel. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy, heel. Good boy. He's doing good. He's using every bit of his energy control to try and control himself. There's a dog right there. I'm not doing a lot with the lead. I'm using my voice and I'm watching the dog. Remember what I said, if he gets too, see this is nagging, I let him go. Hey, back here, reset him again and come back. Do that reset, look. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. This is pretty good for a social, happy Labrador. Good boy. I'm not after, remember, I'm always saying to you guys, you see all these fake videos. They are fake because they're dogs in environments and there's too control. And you think, hey, that it's easy. It's not. I like showing you these videos where it challenges me as a trainer. Look, we've got horns going and motorbike things and dogs. So this dog's very, leave it, very stimulated. It's important you guys see these real world training sessions that don't always go perfect. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. No. See the nagging? Another option is this. He's nagging, we do an inside turn. We turn back into our dog. And then we do it again, we turn into our dog. Into your dog, not around your dog. Okay? This is where we want him. Feedback to your dog. When you are here, everything's good. But if we're not clear with that, the dog will never learn. It's borderline too far. So what do? I stop. Couple of fingers, a little correction, and we're back on track. Hasn't been a yelp, hasn't been a gag, a cough, a choke, nothing. It's knowing how to use this equipment. When I stop him, I'll stop up here and we'll be done. Name first, Winston, sit. Good job. Hey buddy, free. Good boy. Now he's in a free position. So there you go guys. That's pretty challenging, but I love that you got to see a real world training situation. A young, happy dog, pretty much untrained as you can see. Probably more challenging than I thought it was going to be. taking him up towards that dog. But I say it again, it's important you guys see these moments to see the battles I go through, everyone goes through, and see real world training, not a perfect dog, a dog that is learning. Is he a bad dog? No, he's a dog that's uneducated and he's an extremely social dog being a Labrador. So I really believe there's a lot in that video to help you out. I hope you got a lot out of it. As usual, I just ask you to do the right thing, and I do believe it's doing the right thing. Hit the subscribe button. You got a lot of information out of this, and it is appreciated when you do that to help me grow my channel, help others grow their channels. Guys, if you like it, do that. Hit the subscribe, turn your notifications on, share the video. It is much appreciated. And from me to you, Winston as well, we will see you real soon. See ya.